Thanks for watching my video. So I'm going to go through my projects and show what I did on them and then talk a little bit about it. Here is my first project. This is the montage project, and I really enjoyed being able to get into Photoshop because it was something I was comfortable with. On the left is the what I handed in for the first time, and then on the right is my edits. I don't know if you can tell, but I went in and added vibrance. I changed the levels, I changed the curves just to bring in more depth to the picture, because on the right here it's a little bit dull, dimmer, and here it's kind of more lifelike. So I really enjoyed that, and this light beam is more intense, which is what the quote is focused on, is that Christ is our Son. And then this is my second project. This is the logo project, and I really enjoyed this, but I found it difficult trying to come up with more than just illustrations. So I challenged myself to come up with some text. So I have one illustration, I only let myself choose one, and then I picked two text ones that I enjoyed. And I'm really proud of what came out of it. I decided to go with the top illustration because I do like it a lot. I created this watermark, aligned everything to the left, right, that's what that is. And one critique I received was that it was a little too bright, but I feel like for my audience, it fits perfectly because it's for tech people, because this is a track app. And I went in and tried to dim out the color, and it didn't really work, so I stuck with it. This next project is one that I spent a lot of time on, editing. So on the left is what I turned in initially, and this is what I edited, and I'm sorry I didn't save it right. I accidentally saved the wireframe over what I changed, so I'll talk you through what I changed. And some of it you can see. Like right up here, I changed the text to white because originally it was black, and I thought it was a really good idea, and then it wasn't because you can't read it. So I changed it to white, and that's underneath the navigation bar here on the wireframe. So I changed the white, and I changed it white here as well. And I originally didn't design my own logos, my Apple and Android logos, and then these Facebook icons. So I went into Illustrator and I made my own. They look pretty similar, pretty much the same, but I have a lot more sense of accomplishment and feel a lot better using my own work. This Twitter one took a long time because of the angles and the birds wing, and yeah, that one took a long time. But I was really comfortable with Illustrator at that point, so it was easy and fun to do. This is my brochure project. This is the original, what I turned in, and I don't know why I did that, but these circles were cut out. So on the front and the back, I cut these out, and I left a bleed so that it would look okay. But the colors were a lot of colors happening, and there's not a lot of difference, and there's different margins everywhere. So I spent most of the 2-hour time working on this one. I centered everything, made it bold and italic, and just aligned everything better, and I feel really good about it. It is a lot, there's edges, there's clear edges, and I also added bleeds to everything else, these little crop marks. So I feel really good about this. I really liked this project because this was my favorite, because I really do want to start an on-campus association. So that was really fun for me to kind of think about what I wanted to say and what I wanted to do and what I wanted it to be about. So that was my favorite. And then this is the magazine project. I felt like this was kind of the culmination of everything because I used Illustrator to make the headings on everything, and I used Illustrator, and then I used InDesign to make it, and I used Photoshop to edit the pictures. And I just really like how it turned out. I originally had a different font in my draft, but I really like this. I didn't spend time editing it, but I feel like I succeeded and grew in kind of branding. At the beginning, I was kind of not really sure about what it was and how to do it, but I feel like here you can tell like there's certain colors that continue throughout the whole thing, and I feel like it's very consistent throughout the magazine. And what I'm going to take away from this class is my skills. I really am glad that I learned how to do all these things because I've been able to use it in my own personal life. Like this, I spent a lot of time yesterday working on my wedding program, which I made with Illustrator and InDesign, and then a seating chart for my guests. So I'm really proud of this, and I'm going to keep using these skills that I've learned throughout the rest of my life. So I'm really grateful for this class. Thanks, guys.